Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Reverse Hive Mind. I'm your pal Sutherland, and today we have more Lost Judgment. We're gonna head on down to the faculty room and see if we can talk to the teacher while she's on lunch. See if we can get some more information about the student teacher that was working here. So, get to go see what the faculty lounge looks like. Interesting that it's a multi-floor school like this. I grew up in the U.S. and the schools I were at were all one floor, so having it all compressed in a building like that is a little bit different. At least to me.
I'm sorry. Did you need something, sir?
Oh, is Sawa-sensei here?
She should be back shortly. May I ask who's waiting for her?
Well, no one's special, really. I just need to have a quick word with her is all. Maybe you could tell me where her desk is?
It's right over there. The one with all the English books.
Thank you.
I guess he doesn't want to be like, hey, I'm a detective, lol. Trying to keep a low profile, which is probably also why he benched the rest of the team. Okay, so let's check out her desk. Anything that gives clues. Okay. Well, let's take a look-see. So, I know. First thing that jumps out at me that's pretty obvious is the picture on the desk. So that's Sawa. Who's the guy behind that picture? Yeah, have to come back to that later. That's weird. Is there anything else? Trash can looks empty.
Hey.
Attendance book. Class 2-2. I know it says investigation complete, but can't go messing around with her laptop.
Hey.
See if there's anything else. Yep, English. She's an English teacher. I know. I know there's nothing else, and I'm sure there's no cat to find. Sad trombone. But might as well look at the other desks while we're at it. Coffee maker. Okay, probably just wasting time at this point. So let's go ahead and proceed.
What are you doing here? I thought you'd have gone by now.
Someone's a grouchy pants.
Well, I need to ask you a couple things.
Such as?
Such as how close you were to Hiro Mikashiba.
What?
I heard from Chairman Okuda you were mentoring him as a teacher. I believe this was 2 months ago?
Why do you of all people want to know?
Did you notice anything unusual before he disappeared? Any sign of trouble he might have had?
I can't say for sure. He just stopped showing up one day. Really, that's all I know.
Is that really all you can tell me? Nothing jogging the memory?
I said that's all.
Yeah, she's definitely concealing something though. She's trying to just say, nope, I don't remember anything, leave me alone. When she worked closely with him.
You know what, let's start over. Why don't we talk about him as a student? You were already a teacher here by then, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Back when a student here committed suicide, there were rumors online about how it could have been caused by bullying. And Mikoshiba-kun's name came up as one of the potential bullies.
Yes, but those were just rumors.
So he wasn't involved in any teasing?
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. So as far as I knew, Mikoshiba-kun was a good student with solid grades back then. And during his time in training, I was under the impression he got along with the students just fine.
He's not the type to bully then?
I would say no.
Then why would those rumors exist in the first place?
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, he's right. Her reaction is all wrong. She's kind of defensive. Not concerned.
4 years ago, the court determined this school was not responsible for a bullying-related suicide.
You mean Ahara-san's lawsuit? The father of the student who died and an officer in Tokyo? He was arrested the other day. Well, I'm sure you've seen the news.
Yes, but what of it? What exactly is the point you're trying to make here?
I believe Ahara-san still thinks his son killed himself because of Mikoshiba-kun.
Let me ask you something, Yagami-san.
By all means.
What are you trying to accomplish? Didn't you finish this whole business with the chairman? If that wasn't enough, you got security called on you. You clearly have zero regard for anyone here. You should have had the sense to leave long before now.
Believe me, once I learn what I need about Mikoshiba-kun, I'm gone.
In that case, you've already got everything you need from me.
One last question. You and the chairman both mentioned how Mikoshiba-kun got along with the students here. Anyone in particular that he was close to?
The kids in the basketball club? Mikoshiba-kun was in that club back when he was a student. Apparently he was showing up to their practices.
The basketball club. That includes the gang from before, right?
Yes. They all spent quite a bit of time with him.
But he's not related to bullying. Huh. That's weird. He hung out with the bullies in the class. But he's not a bully himself. Yeah. That doesn't track.
Alright. With that, I'll get out of your hair. Appreciate your time, Matt. Sawa-sensei.
Just a minute!
Kaito-san, you there? Tell me you're still on campus.
Why? You suddenly decide you need me after all?
Man, don't be like that.
You enjoy playing teacher's pet with Sawa-sensei?
You mean, did I enjoy getting eviscerated by her? She hates my guts at this point. That aside, I did get some interesting intel. And that's where you come in.
Huh? What for?
I want to find those bullies in the basketball club. Think you can fly the pigeon for me?
Hey, drone time.
So I do have a purpose. Ain't that something? All right then. It's drone time.
Thanks. I'll start scoping out the gymnasium.
Okay, let's roll down to the gymnasium. See what the gang of bullies is up to. Just sounds like I'm gonna do some more combat, so hey, good times. Talking about the hidden cameras. Now I'm just watching their conversation. Alright. So we'll... Oh, they're talking about... Well, this girl was getting bullied, but her classmates got sick of it and backed her up. Really? Don't see that every day. Yeah, props to whoever stepped in. But none of them know who did it because it was Yagami and crew. Oh cool, there's a school shop. Let's check it out.
いらっしゃいませ。
Irashimasen. Let's see. Oh, that's for her to say. To welcome us to her shop. Alright, cool. Let's see. I don't think I really need anything. I thought maybe they'd have something. So I can, yeah, sure. Food items are helpful. So this is tonkatsu sauce soaked croquettes. That's helpful for food. Bread with yakisoba and bread pickled ginger. I don't think I'd personally be interested in that, but hey. In game, sure, I'll take a healing item. And then melon pan. So it looks like a biscuit dough. Huh. So it's bread that's baked with a layer of biscuit dough on top of the bread dough. So it's bread and biscuit. I'm intrigued. Now I kinda wanna try that. Cool. So anyway, bought all the food items, because why not? Crazy what happened at 2-2. Man, those bullies sure got what they had coming, huh? Everyone lecturing them like that? Talk about uncool. Right? Because the bullies are super cool, huh? Good point. Yeah, so that's cool that they were talking about what's going on at the school and our actions between the hidden camera and the bullying that was just stopped. So let's wander into the gym and see what's up. Apparently these guys are working on a drum circle or something. Let's walk over here. Oh. Oh, that's Coda. The girl is getting bullied. She's probably going to be your best source of intel, because none of the other turds are going to talk to you. So let's go talk to her and see what she has to say. Kobe! Aw. Shooting free throws like Shaq over there. Wow.
Close one. Almost got it. You're Koda-san from Class 2 too, right? Basketball too?
Yeah?
You have a second? I have some questions about a student teacher who taught classes here named Mikoshiba. Ow! Really?
Yo, you read me talk? That posse of little shitheads just went strutting into the gym with some bats.
Oh, cool.
Kaito-san, can you at least try to warn me a little sooner next time?
Why? You worried?
Hey! Why are you still here, asshole? Who the hell are you anyway?
Talking pretty big for taking a cheap shot while my back was turned.
You had it coming, shady old fuck.
Coda! Hey, you been spilling anything to this guy?
I didn't say anything.
I'll fill you in. I was asking her about Mikoshiba, the student teacher who disappeared from school not too long ago. You guys know him, right? The basketball club would.
Don't bother trying to talk to us like we're your fucking friends, asshole.
I want to bash your fucking skull in. You'll die before I tell you shit.
You wiped the floor with us yesterday. Only fair for you to take a handicap.
I don't mind at all. Sure. All good.
Oh, time to disarm them.
Excited.
You're so full of shit. I'm gonna kick your ass!
You're just gonna keep adding band-aids to your nose, Junior. Alright. Oh, it's telling us how to disarm. Which I did the other day. So let's do this again. Come on. Yeah, take him out of the equation. Let's try that again. Thank you. It's better. Some Goro Majima vibes going on there. Let's take his bat too. Yeah, I'll scare you. That is pretty great. And they deserve it too.
You've got a lot of guts for your age, kid. But come on. You really need a better outlet for all that aggression. Let me go!
Just what on earth is going on in here?
Hey. Let's roll out.
I'm gonna do you a favor here and leave out the part about the bats.
Huh? Are you even listening?
Yes, ma'am. We were just horsing around a bit. Right? Just horsing around is right.
You really are unbelievable. Why are you attacking defenseless students on their school property? How many times must I tell you to leave our school alone?
For what it's worth, the chairman asked me to be here.
Oh, good. Let's drag him into this. How should our chairman explain you to the mob of irate parents that will be at his door any second now? Don't worry, there's a very good reason we hired these ragtag detectives to spy on and beat up your kids.
Not the words I'd use.
If I hear anything else about you, anything, I'm going straight to the press. I'm under no obligation to cover for anyone. Oh, and your attire is atrocious. When you show up at a school, at least try to look the part. Now go home.
Really? You're letting this high and mighty school teacher scold you for doing your job?
You hear all that, Kaito-san? I have a funny feeling I'm not wanted here. Can I talk to the chairman real quick?
Yeah, how about you keep your mouth shut and stay out of the way of the investigation, or you lose your job, lady. Hey.
I'm afraid Sawa-sensei's made her point clear. Perhaps it's best you take your leave.
Wow.
After all, you've satisfied the bulk of my request.
Wait. Okay, how about this? You can hire me on as a teacher. That way, I can stay on campus no problem, right?
But you can't teach without a license. You don't happen to have one, do you?
Detective teacher?
No, but I do have a lawyer's badge. How's that for certification?
You're a lawyer? Well, that certainly is a respectable position, but it's not exactly a license to educate.
Can't we work something out?
I'm afraid something isn't specific enough. Although, there is always the off chance that you can serve as an outside consultant. A guidance counselor, perhaps.
Oh, yeah. Like a club advisor. Do you happen to have a kung fu club? I've got a few tricks I could show some kids.
No, there's nothing of the sort.
Of course.
And on that note, I believe each club already has an advisor assigned.
That's unfortunate.
Me again. I say it's time we hightailed it out of here. No use sitting around on our asses, right? Why don't you meet us back here and we'll go?
I can't. Not until I find something for Saori-san.
Suit yourself. Don't work too hard now.
Okay, so we need to find a way. Let's see. Staff positions. Okay. Let's look at the skills. You'd think the chairman would back you up if you're working on that, but I guess he's just scared. So, let's go ahead, boost our attack rating, and then so that'll give us more damage, and then some more health because that'll make life easier. And we'll leave it at that for now. Obviously there's tons of other abilities. That's actually a pretty useful ability, the leapfrog and the wall strike. So snag both of those real quick. Those were both very useful in the last game. Kind of situational at times, but still useful. Okay, we'll go back. I mean, I kind of get the other teacher's point, but you know, we're trying to investigate a murder here. She can't really know that yet, though. But she's obviously getting in the way and being a grouchy pants. So, try to deal with that in a minute. Let's see how Yagami can stay on at the school. It's probably easier said than done. Okay. Oh. Thought I was... Apparently I went the wrong way. Can't get to school on time, damn comfy bed. Yeah, I agree with that assessment. That's a mood. For sure. Look for an inn at the school.
Huh?
Okay, let's go check out the bulletin board.
Aha! Stop right there!
Huh?
Oh, that's the smarty pants girl.
Suspicion confirmed.
Can I help you?
Actually, you already have. I didn't think you'd be foolish enough to show your face around here again.
I'm sorry, but do I... Oh.
They always say perpetrators return to the scene of the crime. And you just proved the old adage true, Monsieur Voyeur.
Monsieur Voyeur? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your pervy little upskirt scheme. Seriously, hiding a camera under the stairs? And at your age? Shame on you, sir.
Yeah, you lost me. Now, if you don't mind, I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Oh no, you don't! I have irrefutable proof of your crime. Why, the very shoes on your feet. You're wearing the exact same sneakers as the pervert from yesterday, and don't think they'll carry you to safety today.
That's pretty observant.
Okay, what is happening here? Sorry, but your evidence is my shoes? Everybody here's got shoes, young lady. In fact, I'm probably not the only person with this exact pair.
Your shoe style is merely the icing on the cake. You see, before the pervert arrived yesterday, I had covered the floor around the camera with a clear polymer that shines under black light.
Huh?
It's an oil-based substance, so it lasts a few days. Your soles are stained with it as we speak. Which means you came bumbling back to the scene of the crime, while wearing the very evidence of your misdeeds.
Yeah, that's some advanced investigation technique.
Lamenting your misfortune already? That's what you get for crossing the Mystery Research Club of Serio High.
Mystery Research Club.
Research Club.
Now, if you'll follow me to the faculty room, monsieur.
Oh, wait, just hold on, okay?
I'm not sure what to do with that. I don't think an EX surrender would work very well. Fleeing would make it obvious. Let's try refuting her claim.
There's no way I'd have noticed an invisible substance on my shoes. I'll give you that much. But even if I did step in some mystery goop, does that really prove what you're saying?
Yeah.
With so many people on campus, any number of them could have walked over that spot.
No, only the perpetrator stepped in the coating. I know this because I was there watching your fiasco. And of course, I had the PE teacher who was with me agree to serve as witness. Why
too
don't
ready
you just
for this.
give it up already?
Okay, so I can't do that. EX surrender? Use my new... wait. Oh. Apparently I can't scare her. So apparently I am going to flee. Interesting.
There's no escape, sir. I have even more proof of your crimes.
Ah,
The camera may be gone, but fortunately, I snapped a photo of it before it got taken away. With that, I determined everything there is to know about your camera, down to the store where you bought it. Turns out it's an online exclusive, customized to capture high-resolution footage with an inconspicuous design. Were I to supply this information to the police, they would track down the owner soon enough. After all, the shop would have no choice but to cooperate with the police investigation. Do I need to spell it out any further? You, monsieur, are ensnared. Therefore,
Did her legwork,
I
I'll
think
give
it
her
would
that
be
much.
wise to do what I say.
There we go. Apparently we just had to go through all the options before we get to negotiate.
Let's say we have a chat.
A chat?
Yeah. Now, I can't give out any details, but having the cops on me would be extremely problematic. So, I'd like to resolve this as amicably as possible. Think we can come to terms here?
I will agree to one thing only. Hearing the unadulterated truth. And make no mistake, I will not be misled by diversion, threats, bribes, sob stories. Nothing of the sort.
Okay. Figure out how to get out of this. Interesting.
Hold it right there! If you run away,
Oh, I see. That's right, I have to go into observation mode. Have to out-deduct her.
Look at me. Do I really look like a pervert who'd sneak into a school for dirty pictures?
well, no, actually. Not at first glance.
Right? So, drop the Monsieur Voyeur.
But I would be an utter failure as a mystery connoisseur to fall for such elementary misdirection.
What?
No matter where or when the story is told, the perpetrators in mysteries are often those who draw the least suspicion. This trope carries over into the real world as well, so the fact that you don't look like a criminal proves nothing.
Really?
If you think you can fool this mystery fiend, you'd better think again.
Mystery fan. Okay, so let's look at what she was putting out. Basketball, or a brass band. It's like baseball. What is that? Tennis.
Suspicious.
Ah. Saori High Mystery Research Club. Our advisor is leaving Serio. Been informed the faculty is too busy to run an additional club. We need an outside counselor. If you know any detectives or mystery writers, weird. We're a detective. Please share their contact info with us ASAP. Kyoko Amasawa, which is is our inquisitor, as was so aptly pointed out by Yagami. So, we literally just read all that, so I'm just going to go ahead and breeze on through it. That's exactly the angle we need.
You're Kyoko Amasawa-san, right? President of the Mystery Research Club?
So what if I am?
I saw your flyer. Sounds like your club's in a tough spot.
You're not wrong. Our current advisor got married and quit teaching, and we can't find anyone else to take her spot. On top of that, the chairman's been reluctant to bring in anyone from outside, so the MRC may be in dire straits. But your arrival marks our revival. Should I turn you in as a voyeur, it would make a fine feather in my cap. It would also prove the value of the MRC, so the chairman would have no choice but to solicit an advisor for us.
Well, that all sounds fine on paper, but the real-life logistics may not play out that way. You'll need a competent professional in your area of interest. But you think they have time for volunteer work?
When you put it that way, it does seem like a long shot.
Right? So here's my proposition. How about you make me your advisor?
You? Advise the MRC?
Why not? A Kamurocho-based detective not good enough?
You're a detective?
Oh yeah. I'm Takayuki Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency. I was asked to come investigate your school. That's about all I can let slip.
So then, the hidden camera was for your investigation?
I'll let you deduce that yourself. Client confidentiality and all that.
Smooth,
But I will say
Yagami.
one thing. I'm here to stop shady business, not start it.
If he wasn't shooting up skirts, then what was he trying to see? Rather, who was he trying to see? Who put him up to it? Our staff? Ugh, so many variables!
Listen, I don't mean to interrupt, but hello? As I was trying to say, becoming your advisor could work out well for both of us. I'm not done here by a long shot, but one of your teachers is bent on seeing me gone.
Really? Who?
Sawa-sensei. She thinks I have no business being here, and frankly, it's been hard to prove her wrong. But if I were to advise your club, it'd be all the reason I need to stay on campus. So what do you think? It's a win-win situation, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if it's experience you want, believe me, I've been around the block when it comes to mysteries.
I believe I understand. The purpose you stated for being here does fit the circumstances better than my original theory. But I will not be persuaded so easily. So, I propose a test.
Oh, here we go.
Test?
Right this way, please.
She's a tough nut to crack.
What? Hey!
Okay. I'm going over a little bit for this video, but that's okay. We'll head over to where she's at. Hopefully it'll prompt us to begin her test. Oh, crap. Let's see if...
Huh? Who's this, sis?
This is Yagami-san, our new advisor candidate. However, I intend to test him first. See if he's legitimate.
Fine by me. I'm Kento Amasawa, Kyoko's younger brother. Also the MRC's bodyguard. When your sister's as nosy as mine, you've got to step up your game to keep her safe.
Yeah, I can see how that would track.
Please have a seat, Yagami-san.
Something something Dateline MDC. Have a seat right over there.
After you.
Oh, how kind of you. So, Amasawa-san, back to the topic at hand here.
Well, let's ask about this if we're going to be an advisor.
Could you tell me what the Mystery Research Club actually does? It seems like the advisor ought to know that.
So, I founded the Mystery Research Club last year. Primarily, we function as a book club, critiquing mystery novels from many different cultures and eras. But, when the opportunity is ripe, we also engage in more involved activities.
So, Junior
And by
Detective
that,
Club.
I mean solving the mysteries around us.
Oh, you mean go sleuthing, like on a case. So that's what you were up to. I've got to say, as a potential advisor, I'm not exactly psyched to hear you go around looking for trouble.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We don't do this for kicks, and I'm not a fan of danger. If we could all be armchair detectives, free to investigate from afar, surely that would be ideal.
Yeah, don't I know it.
Unfortunately, that is rarely, if ever, possible. Say our investigatory senses were to draw us toward a mystery that escapes even the school and the police. Why, letting such a case slip away would be anathema to our club's founding principles.
While I do admire your passion, why put yourself at risk? You'd be safer handing it off to the authorities.
Then shouldn't we hand you off to the authorities?
Well, now, let's not be hasty.
I take it you
That
see my
one
point then. Some
backfired
cases
a little
aren't
bit.
so cut and dry.
You make some valid points.
Okay, we'll ask about the test, and we'll do that in the next video. See you guys then.